Quartz is one of the hardest things to flint knap. That didn't go as planned. That might be doable. This one looks a little better. I spoke too soon. That might be workable. I mean, any of those are simple workable tools. The problem is quartz doesn't break like flint or chert. Hit one side, breaks right in the middle. That's totally expected with quartz. And one of the beautiful things about quartz is you can find it almost in every single state. There's different varieties of quartz. Smoky quartz, rose quartz, milky quartz. You Google quartz and you're gonna come up with a lot of variations of its name based on its properties. Here in the Rocky Mountains, I collect quartz routinely. Simple arrow points, simple tools, but it is abundant everywhere. You can't mistake it. It's just this white mineral rock sitting on the surface, sometimes through exposed veins, and it's still knappable. Ancient cultures used quartz when they had to. Don't get me wrong, quartz is not the easiest stone to work when it comes to knapping because it doesn't break like flint. It doesn't break in that traditional conchoidal fracture. It breaks off in chunks, sometimes flakes. Quartz has a lot of internal structure to it where it can break in blocks. Why quartz is kind of desirable is it's highly durable. More importantly, it's resistant to break over repeated use. Let's pull out the old hard hammer cannonball and see what comes of it. Oh, this is hard. Keep my leg planted. Come on, you. Right off the bat, it's not a bad flake. I like it. Compare that to flint. Remember we've talked about waxy, glassy, smooth, and featureless. Quartz is not that. This backside, this side that's been weathered, is nice and smooth. This side has all sorts of little pockets and crystalline structures that can definitely break down when knapping. But I like this piece. Nothing there. Sounded good. It's got a good breaking sound. But it's not going to break like your flints and cherts. A little thinner. Might work. Come on. One. And all right, there. That's a good little tool. Kind of a conchoidal fracture, a little bit of bulb right there, but still, that is still going to be some work to knap. Just like that, little piece broke off the end. And just through abrasion, just through that little bit of abrasion, there was a little internal crack, and I broke at that crack. But that right there, that looks promising. Let's see what we can do with this. If you're working quartz, expect it to break. Maybe if you're using something in the modern sense like copper, you might be able to grab a little bit more. But this quartz, traditional tools, same way people using quartz would have had to have knapped their stone. It's not bad. I mean, this is straight Colorado mountain quartz, just some rugged stuff. It's starting to get a little shape, a little profile. Ew. Take that. Not bad. Little hollow base projectile point. That's a shooter. You can see all those like crystals and whatnot on there, and it's not overly thick. That's just enough to be a highly durable point. Good little bit of pine pitch glue on there to half that up. Definitely get the job done. This is that other broken piece. So let's see if we can make another one of these. I believe there's an old saying and it goes like this: if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. And if you can nap quartz, you can nap anything. Good. Yeah, that's a little pressure flake popping off. It's a little thick. But I bet if you found it, you'd call it an arrowhead. I'll take that. Here is the second point. Definitely a little bit thinner. Good mass to it. I mean, if you were going to bring something down, my attachment point isn't the best, but I feel like I'm going to break that tip as I'm pressure flaking, so I'll call that what it is. Somewhat of an attachment point. All right, don't be messing with it, idiot. There you go. There is another quartz arrow point. You are in the money. Let's make it like a quick little hand blade. This is just cutting edge. There we go. Whoop. Not bad. Not bad. This piece really turned out for me. Huh, money. Quartz. You sly dog, you. That worked. That worked out. Gotcha. I dig that. Just a little hand blade, something to cut, score, process game with. You could use that projectile point. You could use that projectile point. Either one of these projectile points in conjunction with this little hand blade right here. I think you'd have a good time in the bush. Quartz. With its abundance, go out, experiment, see if you could pop off some nice flakes. Is it gonna break like chert? Is it gonna break like Georgetown, Pedernales, Obsidian, Keokuk, any heat treated materials? Absolutely not. But it can produce those tools to hunt, to drill, to cut, to slice. Quartz will absolutely get that job done. There's tons of it. Just break it, see what flakes you can get, see what pieces, the same thing that I did on my big piece. If you haven't done so, be sure to check out the Stonework podcast. This is a podcast that I am doing. It's all about stone tools, flint napping, archaeology, artifacts, but we dive deep into a lot of cool subjects. I have all my summer classes that are taking place starting in this month of May all the way up until August. So if you head over to donnydust.com, you can see where all those courses are, how you sign up, the fees, everything that's associated with them. All right, that is all I got. Appreciate you watching.